Good morning, guys and ghouls.
Good morning, Sunset Country. This is our spooky Halloween show.
I was trying to think of my scarecrow voice this morning, but I couldn't think of a scarecrow voice.
No, you couldn't think of a scarecrow
voice.
Oh, that's funny.
There was
you
my
are
Halloween
a scarecrow.
voice. I'm a scarecrow.
Yay!
I'm here with Shelley, Bujold, one of our producers. Dave's away, and Dave is probably so sad today because he loves Halloween, and look at all the fun we're having.
I know, look at all this smoke. I don't know if you can see this as much as we can, but it's amazing in here.
We have a couple very special guests on the show today, two furry little friends.
Yes, we got Kit Kat and Jangles.
And they're bringing their friend Erica from the cat shelter to talk to us today, and we have lots of Halloween fun on the show. We're going to be carving pumpkins, Shelley.
Yeah, carving pumpkin. We're going to give you our best tips and tricks to carve a pumpkin. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Deb had a chance to sit down with Kelley Morrell, who is an artist in Kenora, who had the chance to go to New Zealand to study with a very world-renowned sculpture artist.
Yes, and he is in New Zealand right now. So Kelley is going to tell us all about his little adventure and the opportunity that he has. But when we come back, Shelley is going to be here with Erica and two furry little friends that you'll want to see.
Through the magic of TV, we reset the studio, whoosh, just like that. And we are joined with Jangles here, who is a sweetheart. She's giving me all kinds of kisses. I don't know if you can see that. But Jangles is from the Kenora Cat Shelter. And our human guest today, of course, is Erica, who is one of the many volunteers. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
We are so excited to have these feline friends on the show today. Introduce us to this cutie.
This is Kit Kat. He is a darling, sweet cat. He is male, neutered, a little bit older, estimated around 8 to 10 years, but in perfect health, and he's just a love. He is so affectionate and so sweet.
He has honestly been super calm.
He just hangs out here.
Yeah. And look at those. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, after a car ride and being in a kennel, and he just pops out and he's like, okay, now I'm here.
All right, what's next? What's happening? Look at those cute paws on this guy. Hi, sweetheart. I am honestly getting the most kisses from a cat I have ever gotten before. Jangles.
She's a love.
She
is so darling, yeah.
We were off camera for a little while, just hanging out with them, and holy man, are they cute. And they're both up for adoption, is that correct?
Yes, both cats are available for adoption. Jangles is about a year old. She is also female spayed, so both cats are spayed or neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, healthy. They've had their regular health checks, so they're both ready to go.
Oh, that's wonderful.
To a home who would love to take them.
And they definitely seem healthy. She is adorable. Oh, I have two cats, both from the shelters. Oh, and there she goes. Oh, I got her. I got her back. Here we go. You're so cute. And they are lovely cats, both of them. One is, oh, she is feisty. But you know what's awesome about that is she will be so much fun to play with.
She would be so much fun.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And this guy, too, I think he's got lots of energy, but he could also be cuddly.
Yeah, because he's older, he's a little bit more calm. You're not going to get the kitten behaviors that you get with somebody like her, although she's growing out of that pretty quickly, too. But he's very active.
Yes.
So you let him out for his exercise at the shelter, and he wanders around, he visits with the other volunteers, he gets along great with the other cats.
Nice.
So does she. Like, both of them, they could go to pretty much any situation, any home.
She's fun. That's awesome. And I bet she would be super fun with kids.
Yes.
I
mean,
mean,
she's very gentle.
Yeah, awesome. Now, these are only two of you said there was about 75 cats?
Yeah, we are currently at around 75. And so we're looking for adoptive homes. We have a new website, and on that website you can do an online application. Bye, Jangles.
Bye. You went to visit Deb.
So you can apply, fill out an adoption application online.
Great.
The adoption application is mostly geared towards making the correct match. So it's a lot of questions about what your household is like, who is in your household, what animals you have, and what kind of a lifestyle you have, so that we can match you to the right personality cat.
Oh, wonderful.
You can also tell us what type of cat you're looking for, the characteristics, the features, etc. So, yeah, so you fill out the application. That helps us pick out some cats in particular that would be good for you. And then we set an appointment for you to come into the shelter and visit with our cats and see who you like.
Oh, that's
who you would like to take home.
Yeah, good. Because I mean, if you're a younger family, you might want a cat who's a little more energetic, or if you're an older person who is looking for some companionship,
Yep.
a nice, cuddly, older, calm cat might be the perfect
exactly,
fit for you.
exactly. So we help you determine, what it is that you're looking for.
Wonderful. And you did say on the website there's a number of cats, but not all of the cats. So
Right. So not all the cats are on the website yet. We're working on that. There are a bunch.
Yes.
But so if you're looking, you're browsing, you're like, none of these cats really appeal to me, we've got a bunch more.
Okay, awesome. And we'll put that graphic up on screen for you. And what is the exact address?
The website is thekenoracatshelter.com.
.com. Okay,
Yeah.
thekenoracatshelter.com.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It doesn't come up on search engines yet because
Okay.
we just released it.
No
So we've
problem.
got some people working on, getting it
Great.
set up appropriately to come up on the search engines. So for the moment, you have to put in thekenoracatshelter.com to get to it.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. The other thing, just very quickly, at Chow Time in Kenora and Pet Value in Kenora, there is a cat adopt thing
Yep, we
happening,
keep cats
Halloween
there.
thing happening this weekend?
Yeah, each facility has a cat at it regularly that you can go visit anytime they're open.
Yep.
Then we're doing a Halloween adoption event.
Great.
On Saturday from 10 to 2 at both locations.
Okay, so 10 to 2 Saturday at Chow Time and at Pet Value. So
Yes.
go check that out. After the break, Deb will be sitting here with artist Kelley Morrell to talk about his adventures in New Zealand.
Hi, my name is Lorna Smith and I am the pharmacy owner of the medicine shop here in Kenora. If you are traveling or you need a flu vaccine, stop by the medicine shop during our business hours. It's a great time to get your flu vaccine to protect your family, but also to protect yourself. Some places will require appointment, but here you can drop in anytime when I'm open, get your flu vaccine. If you're ready to travel, we also want to talk about getting that done ahead of time because often you need to have that 3 to 6 months before you leave on a vacation. So make sure that you protect yourself and your family, especially before Christmas, so that you can enjoy time with your family and not in bed.
Welcome back. We're sitting in the studio with local Canadian artist Kelley Morrell, who lives right here in Kenora. And Kelley has been studying fine arts for a while now. He's embarking on finishing his master's. And Kelley, you have a very unique opportunity coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about Chris Booth and maybe what you're doing with him in New Zealand?
Yes, well, last fall I interviewed Chris Booth for a university publication, Scan Magazine. Chris Booth is an international sculpture artist who does monumental landscape and earthworks. And that was the vein that I've been looking into and taking interest in, following some of the work that was going on in the 80s and 90s with Michael Heitzer and Christo and Smithson. This environmental work has taken on a new meaning in the 21st century. And so I found his work interesting. And after the interview, we talked about the projects that he does and where he works. He's done a couple pieces in Canada. And I mentioned to him that it would be nice, sometime to see his process. And he said, well, if something comes up, I'll let you know. And I let it go at that point. But he got back to me. And he said that he's got a couple projects coming up, but I'd like to volunteer and check it out. And
Can we talk one sec about the scale of his projects? Like, we're not talking about little coffee table art.
No, well, compared to my work is a little bit larger than, say, me or you or this couch. And,
Yeah.
I use natural products as well. Like grasses and sticks and rocks. But he does the same thing. He works with grasses, sticks and rocks and fungi and tensile steel in the monumental form. Like his sculptures are huge. They're 50, 60 feet tall. They weigh 30, 40 tons. And he does incredible work. It's all representational, abstract representational. And he pays close respect to the Indigenous people's concerns in the work that he does. His work is legacy-based, that he's trying to make a monument in the terms of, for generations to consider. One of his bigger pieces and earlier pieces was a Greenpeace War Memorial that he did because of there was a bombing of a Greenpeace ship in a bay close to where he lives. Later on, it was found out that the bombing, which killed one person, was put together. The operation put together by the French government. So they made a memorial piece for that, and that was one of his big pieces. It's beautiful. You should check it out. Yeah, it is quite an honor, and so with the program that I'm in, there were some difficulties that I've had to put together to get there in such short notice, and to still be involved in the program. And we've managed to jump through most of those loopholes, and I'm looking forward to getting there. I've got some support locally. I've got a GoFundMe site set up, and
awesome.
There's some people that are realize that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work with a world-renowned artist. He was a student of Barbara Hepworth, who is one of the foremost 20th century sculpture artists. And so it is really quite an honor to have this opportunity. I'll be there leaving shortly here, the first week of October, and coming back late December.
Amazing. I'm so proud of you. How many other students are working on this with him, or does he fly solo? Like, does he have a team?
He has a construction team.
Yeah.
But he occasionally takes on interns, or in this case, I'm just a tourist. I'm watching and filming and hanging out and just taking in his process. I have to do some background work on tensile steel and structural properties of certain things, and yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, you'll be able to up your game when you're done.
That's the plan. Yeah, that is the plan. I've got a couple of ideas that I want to put into place, and but once I have a little bit more of a background in this kind of work, then I'm sure that they'll take more purchase when I start to present them.
So awesome. So I have to ask you if you could put up a piece of art, a sculpture somewhere in Canada, or like a place in the world that you would like your art presented, where would that place be?
Without question, the one thing that's on my mind would be to do a piece on Lake of the Woods.
Yeah.
And the piece that I've been working with right now is a monumental sculpture on the water. It's to create an island. And and these stay in concept for sometimes forever and never get out there. But it's a piece that I think deals with the feelings that the colonizers feel towards the shame of what legacy we've come through.
Yes.
Even though we weren't necessarily a part of it, we definitely feel the shame for it. And the piece that I'm working on right now deals with that understanding. And I think that it would have a very appropriate place on Lake of the Woods.
Well, you'll have to keep us updated on our Facebook page with all of the going-ons in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So good luck with your journey.
Thank you so much.
And you can always catch up with Kelley on our Facebook page, and we'll keep you posted on what he's doing in New Zealand. Thanks for coming, Kelley.
Thank you.
Here we are, eating pumpkin seeds,
Pumpkin seeds!
carving pumpkins.
We're going to tell you how to make pumpkin seeds in a bit. But first we're going to do our awesome tips and tricks about carving pumpkins. I've carved a few pumpkins in my time. A few, more than a few, I'm sure. And you have little ones.
I have little ones, so I do predominantly most of the carving. I am following their design generally, so I let them do all the drawing, and then we just sort of poke around and see how it works out. Wonderful. Sometimes we Google faces. There's a million different ways you can get templates. Today, I drew my own. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to do a little Good Morning Sunset Country pumpkin, of course. So
Excellent. GMSC, the letters that stand for our awesome program.
That's right.
Very
So
cool.
I'm going to quickly hand bomb it on here because I know we don't have a lot of time. Shelley, what are you doing with your pumpkin?
I'm going to make a classic pumpkin face, but maybe with a little bit more detail. I saw this amazing thing online. Well, I don't know, is it amazing? But I'd never thought of it before, where you cut teeth out of the remaining pumpkin bits that you kind of take off the pumpkin face. So I thought it might be fun to add some teeth to my pumpkin, which we might...
Are a challenge sometimes, I have to tell you.
Oh,
If you
yes.
got a firm pumpkin, teeth work out awesome.
Okay, yes.
But hey, let's dig in.
So we started these pumpkins by yesterday. We cleaned them out. So we took them out and cut the lid in. It's always important when you're doing the lid to cut them a little bit. I think you can see my hands. So that the lid is on a bit of an angle when you put the lid back in, it doesn't fall in on itself.
That's a good point. I never knew that point before.
Oh no, yeah,
Holy
it's
crow.
then they just falls in, and then it's kind of a pain in the bum. So it's always a good idea to do that. And then use your scrapers or a spoon and scrape out all the stringy bits. And there you go, you got yourself a lid. It's nice and hollow inside and everybody's happy. But I like the face of this right here, so I think I'm gonna go for it and make some eyes here. I do always like to, we had a pen. Is there a pen on your side there?
Yeah, I stole
Awesome. So I like to usually use a pen or a marker and kind of mark out my face, which can be handy guideline. And Deb, oh, look at you. That's awesome.
We'll see.
You want to show them the progress so far? So maybe we'll do a fun eyeball. Woo! Like this. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
This is a good pumpkin.
It is a good pumpkin. They're nice and firm. So when you are picking them out, my friend, our friend of the show, Amanda at Beaver Creek Ranch, always says, make sure you pick out a nice firm pumpkin. Sometimes if the pumpkins have been left in the ground too long, they can get a soft squishy spot, which might be okay if you want to if you're going to carve that squishy part out. But if you're not going to carve that squishy part out, your pumpkin is not going to last very long.
Yeah, it'll start caving in and looking like an old pumpkin.
Yes, exactly. They're going to do kind of a weird, funny, funhouse
Shelley,
type
here
nose.
I go. I'm going to go in and dig. So I
Excellent.
just have brought all these tools that I use with my children. You can get them anywhere this time of year. They're sharp, but they're not going to hurt anybody, so you don't have to worry about, still be safe, but you don't have to worry about children getting injured.
Cool. Turn your pumpkin so that they can see your
We'll
cool...
see.
Right here. Oh, yeah. Check that out. Very cool.
We'll see. Here we go. So I'm just going to dive right in.
So with having 3 kids, do you have 3 pumpkins typically?
We have 3 pumpkins, and it was so funny. We were out at Beaver Creek Ranch. We got our pumpkins. My eldest son picked a 44-pound pumpkin. The biggest one there, of course.
Holy!
That was Charlie. So my youngest son picked a 26-pound pumpkin, and then my middle son picked like a 2-pound pumpkin. So we had this really diverse range of pumpkins. This smaller 2-pound pumpkin, Lennon decided he doesn't want to carve it this year. He was just going to draw a face on.
Yeah.
Fun.
That's fun.
Less carving for Mama.
Yes.
And
that's all right.
Charlie carved his whole pumpkin. I always get left with the job of scooping seeds out and guts. They're like, ew, that's gross. I'm like, well, you got to do guts if you're going to do pumpkins.
But boys, right? Shouldn't they be like, awesome?
You would think
guts.
so.
I love that
so.
part. It's and it's good for your skin, right? Pumpkins.
See how easy this is with these little handy tools? In my family growing up, we used to use knives and stuff, and
And that's typically what I end up with. Too.
yeah, I don't know, these little gadgets, you can spin them in there.
Oh, yeah.
And they got the little teethers, so as long as you keep them moving.
And can you just pretty much pick these up anywhere?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these came from Walmart or Shoppers or
Places around town.
Yeah.
Nice.
the place that brings in all the seasonal stuff. But I've had them for years. They last a long time.
Awesome.
So
Well, and I did this awesome face right here, and I'm gonna scoop you. So here we go. Whoa!
Scoopage,
So we're gonna
nice.
have some cool eyebrows and stuff.
Right on.
And then we'll see how this
well,
whole
we're
thing
gonna plug
turns out.
away and
Yeah.
carve some more pumpkins, and we will give you a showing when we come back from break. So
Yes.
stick around.
Stick around for some more pumpkin
Halloween fun. There we go in all its glory, our freshly carved pumpkins. It says, "Good morning, Sunset Country" from Dave.
That's right. See that face? That lovely face?
That's
That is Dave.
Yeah, we wanted to save that as a surprise for the end, but that is Dave. Some other family fun Halloween stuff going on this weekend around the region. We have ghoulish games and freaky fun in Dryden at the Legion, 1 to 5.
Excellent.
We have a Saturday matinee in Sioux Lookout at the library.
Awesome.
And the library in Kenora Saturday is also having, you can tour the A to Z exhibit, remember?
Oh, at the museum.
Yeah.
Yes.
$2 admission, $1 if you wear a costume. So wear your costumes, and they have punch and treats. Everybody's handing out treats and stuff.
So
and
much
things.
fun. On Saturday, also, you can check out Beaver Creek Ranch. That's from 11 till 3. And on actual Halloween day, if you're looking to grab a bite before you head out trick-or-treating, the 89.5, just 1.5, the lake is hosting a Halloween family barbecue, and that's at Central Community Club from 4 to 6 p.m., which is pretty awesome. And Sunday, there's something happening in Kenora we should all know about.
This is Kenora for all Kenora Hydro customers. Sunday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., so a little bitty time. There might be a power outage, so they apologize for the inconvenience, but it might be happening Sunday bright and early.
That's right. But they're doing some work, so we kind of,
Yeah,
they
it
have
has
to
to
do
be
it.
done.
And
Winter's
Deb,
coming.
what do you do with your seeds?
Well, pumpkin seeds. You rinse them, get all the gooiness off. I know they're so amazing. I can't
no.
stop eating them today. Throw them on a baking sheet, salt them, and bake them at 250 for a half an hour-ish.
And drop them on the floor.
You want to watch them because you want to make sure that they're crispy.
That's right.
But they're so delicious and yummy and very, very, very good for you.
They really are
So
super
don't
good
be
for you.
wasteful. Make your seeds.
Make your seeds.
Good
and-
to put in kids' lunches
yes,
this time of year.
to go with the candy they're going to get.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us on Good Morning Sunset Country today.
I want to
was
thank
fun.
Erica and the kitties.
Yes, of course.
It was so nice to have kitties on the show today.
They were so cuddly.
They were so cutty. And of course, good luck to Kelley on his ventures in New Zealand. You can check out his GoFundMe page and support a local artist. Have a fantastic and safe Halloween, everybody, and we'll see you next weekend.
Clothing for Good Morning Sunset Country host Deb Cruikshank is generously provided by Sure Thing. Life is good at Sure Thing. Clothing for host Dave Kane is generously provided by Lincoln Pin at 117 Main Street South in Kenora.